Hello, you're watching Feedbackula. We're back once again, which legally makes me the Renegade Master, though it's up to an independent inquiry to determine whether or not my behaviour can be classed as ill. Now sit down, Internet, we need to talk about the Japanese. If you've been keeping your eyes on the East recently, you'll know that Tokyo Game Show happened this month in, Tokyo. Immersed in the usual heady mix of cosplayers, dancing bears and, well, that looks like an upskirt game. GameSpot AU's own Dan Capini found himself asking a pretty burning question, when he wasn't hugging giant rabbits, that is. The question he had to put to you all was, does Japan hate PC gaming? Gonna need some J-pop for this one. So, in case you missed the video, which you can see by following the link on screen now, if you want to watch it then come back, Dan noticed PCs had a very small presence at TGS compared to a very strong console showing. But was that reflective of the country on the whole, he wondered? In short, yes, at least according to these guys.
We've been working with PC games for the last 3 years here in Japan. We run gaming tournaments. To be brutally honest, console gaming completely trashes PC at the moment here. We're trying to change that.
My opinion is that they are very loyal to the local titles. And most of the local titles are always on console, less on PC.
So it seems consoles have a real death grip on Japan. Nothing especially surprising there, but why is that? And are they missing out? You guys, unsurprisingly, had the answers, and in 464 comments, I didn't see the word douchebag written once. Given how fierce the PC versus console argument usually is, that must be some kind of record.
I live in Japan, and I can tell you that the market here just isn't the same for PCs. You can find the exact parts and they're comparably priced considering the exchange rate, but the stores online and brick and mortar just aren't the same. The big market is laptops and mini computers.
Maybe it's a societal thing. I asked my Japanese friend about this, exchange student, and he told me that in the past, people in Japan viewed the PC as a workstation, rather than something you would use to play games with, and this way of thinking was just kind of carried on up until recently. Who knows?
Well, those both sound plausible. It was also suggested by one of the interviewees that because the Japanese tend to work very long hours, they prefer consoles for their ease of use, rather than needing to boot up a PC and so forth. That didn't really fly with you guys.
I'm sorry, but on average a Korean works at least 2 hours more than Japanese, yet still finds so many hours to play on PC, the most hardcore PC games out there? It's obviously a cultural thing.
Some of you, on the other hand, really didn't seem interested in the reasons for Japan's distance from the PC world. Some of you even seemed glad of it. One of you seemed frankly insane. I'll leave it up to you to work out which.
Japan? Nah, their time has come and gone. Western developers have advanced so much in terms of innovation and compelling games. Japan feels like they're stuck in the zeros when it comes to their design choices. The only devs in Japan that still push the envelope are Mikami, Inafune, Kojima and Miyamoto. PC gaming could thrive without Japan.
Most of their PC games are hentai dating sims.
I think it has more to do with the type of game available on PC compared to console. Most of the game are really USA-centric. Lots of shooter, lots of simulator. First-person RPG, MMO and RTS, Japanese don't like that much those game. You have more chance with a platformer, a RPG like Final Fantasy with a cast of characters, or a very weird game that won't ever work in the USA market.
The Japanese don't like PC gaming because they're all a bunch of Sony and Nintendo fanboys. They hate seeing other nations, Canada and USA, breaking up and take away from their nation's electronics monopoly because the Japanese economy depends on it to survive.
Thanks for that, Bukomatic. I took the liberty of making you a tinfoil hat. It's in the post now. You're welcome. Also not fond of Japan's game offerings was this man, Shane the Wolf.
The consoles can keep Japanese game developers for all I care. I don't care much for garish visuals, multicoloured explosions, childish plots, and worlds without physics. Of course, there are a number of exceptions, like the original Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid games, but the Japanese aren't known for their subtlety and maturity in games.
A lack of subtlety and maturity in Japanese games? Now hold on there, Shane the Wolf. No, I've got nothing.
My sisters and I all wear our vaginas proudly.
What I'm curious to know is whether it's too late for Japan to throw itself into PC gaming. I mean, I personally feel a bit distanced from the PC scene because I miss the golden age of titles like Unreal Tournament and the Quake series. As a result, I've never really thought about pursuing PC gaming in earnest. Is it possible Japan is in the same position? And if the drive to become a real-world force in the PC market does emerge in Japan, will it now be too much of a struggle for them to pull it off? I genuinely don't know, so I'd quite like for you to tell me. I put the question out on Twitter a couple of days back, and those who answered didn't seem to think it was impossible. PC gamers are used to component updates and software patches, so there are plenty of avenues for Japanese companies to exploit in order to gain some ground. So it seems you lot have some faith in Japan yet, or at least most of you do. The rest of you mostly skipped over the whole bit about Japan and just argued about which was better, console or PC.
That's too bad for Japan, but let me tell you something, folks. I've been playing games like since forever and finished more than 2,000 games, not bragging, had all kind of consoles, PS3, Xbox 360, Nintendo 64, NES, even the old brick game. So I've experienced all, and I mean all, and nothing beats PC gaming.
I used to be a console fan. Then I made some new friends who did all their gaming on PC. These were the days of Half-Life, Unreal T and Quake 3, and I never went back. Didn't take long for my other friends to convert, and suddenly we had a full LAN team. I only kept my consoles for exclusive titles.
If consoles would support keyboards and mice on all games, PC gaming would die in a matter of minutes. It's just that simple.
What it really comes down to is the kinds of games you like to play. I'm a PC gamer because I like Civilization, Dota, StarCraft / other RTSs. Most of the cross-platform games I care about come out on PC, therefore that is my platform of choice.
To sum it up, console gaming is for the poor and lazy, and PC gaming is for the richer and the savvy. Except for the people who buy a certain system just for the exclusive games.
Games on PC are better. You can change many things. It's easy to put patches and bug fixes, and the computers have better graphics than the consoles, and you have more buttons.
I like turtles.
Well, there you go. As per usual, the world of PC gaming has proven itself to be a complicated beast, and our commenters have proven themselves to be a thoughtful bunch capable of some brilliant insights. And some not so brilliant insights.
I like
buttons.
That's all from me for this week. Be sure to join us next time when we'll be looking at Resident Evil 6, because once the reviews go live, the comments are probably going to be hilarious. In the meantime, you can comment, tweet at John Air, use the hashtag Feedbackula, or even Feedbackula at cbsinteractive.com if you so wish to send an electronic mail. We'll catch you next time.